Hey everyone, so we are in Florida, the land of fluorides, and I am going to do some island hopping. Hopefully we're going to find some nice fossils. We will see. So I'll be back if and when I find something. It looks like we have our first fossil right here. That is extremely nice. Wow. I'm going to need to show this to Derek and see what he thinks it is. We've found some very nice Pleistocene fossils on these islands before, but that's real nice. Looks like a digit, like a finger bone. That is so cool. Heck yeah. I'd say that's a really good first find of the day. And there's another one right there. Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Look at it.
That is a rock with an oyster on it.
It sure is.
Oyster. That looks like the same thing, actually. Slightly different. That is so cool. Yeah, you can see they still have matrix on them, which is not super common in Florida.
The same, but different.
Same, but different. Yeah, look at that. They're super light. That's crazy. All right, well, we are very much on the board. That I can say cool about. It is so beautiful today, you guys. It's amazing. It's such a perfect temperature. Yeah, I know I made a video about it, but one of these islands, I found a perfect turtle plastron before, which is just crazy. So the plastron is the bottom shell of a turtle. So normally we find skute in Florida, but yeah, that time we found a whole fused bottom shell of a turtle, like a musk turtle probably. But yeah, we find horse teeth and bison teeth on these islands a lot as well. Speaking of, there's a turtle skute. I was just talking about that. I think Alexis just found something. She said, I think I found something, picked it up and said, oh, I definitely found something. So that's exciting. What'd you get? Ooh, that's a tooth of something.
It's home.
What in the world? Yeah, that's definitely fossil. I don't know what that is. I think it's tooth. Might have to prep that one before we can figure it out. I'll show it to Derek. Derek, the Rockmaster, who I'll be seeing in 2 days. All right, that's all she wrote for this island. So we're gonna go up to the next one. Hi, Alexis.
Sure.
Hi, friends. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hi, buddy.
Oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing ever. Hi, buddy. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I love dolphins. Those are just special animals right there. All right, we're at the next island. We'll see if we can find something neato. Oh, Alexis. Yeah. Well, I don't have high hopes for this being intact, but I'm still gonna check. It might be. Oh my gosh, it might be. Are you? Oh my gosh, it is. Alexis, it's actually empty. It's got a bunch of dirt on the inside, which is how you know there's nothing living in there. Yeah, most of the shells are very much occupied, so if I can get one or two that are keeper worthy, that is awesome, awesome, awesome. It's not damaged at all. It's like literally perfect. Yay. It can be hard to tell sometimes if they're modern or fossil. Like here, we've got a piece of clam that definitely eroded out of coquina. So even though it looks modern, that is fossil. That probably did as well. Wow, that was a big tulip. But I think the one that I just found is actually modern. We will find out when I clean it, but it looks like it's got too much color up on the tip for it to be fossil. Yeah, it's cool. Sometimes in these rocks with the coquina, you can see just like huge whelks poking out, which is awesome. Oh yeah, like that right there. Where are you? That is a fossil rosy wolf snail. See, like that's a good example. That one is absolutely fossil, eroded out of the coquina, and they're red like that. It's usually a pretty good giveaway. That was a knobbed whelk. Ooh, that might actually be an intact knobbed whelk. Are you? pinned underneath this rock? Hey, it is. Wait a second. This one is probably not intact, but it's always worth a peek. Oh my gosh. I doubt it's intact, but I'm still gonna check. Maybe it is. What the heck? Alexis. I think I do have another one here. Just trying to get all the rocks around it out of the way. Oh my gosh. It's got a little bit missing, but oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a little damaged, but that's still, I think, keeper worthy.
It was just poking out of the ground up here.
We'll see that little patch right there?
Yeah.
That's all that was poking out. Just had to unbury the crap out of that one. There's a nice chunk of coquina right there. Yeah, look at the size of that arc shell in there. That is actually really cool. Sometimes you find some of these that have whelks in them and they just look awesome. Oh, did you find another moon snail? Oh yeah. Yeah, those are gonna clean up real nice. She's got two really nice moon snails right there. And a seed. See, I mean, it's just so much fun. There's like modern shells mixed in with fossil shells, mixed in with fossil bone. Like, it's just cool. It's just awesome. It's fairly weathered, but that's actually really cool. It's a chunk of bone sitting in matrix. I was hoping to find a piece like that a little better condition, because they are really, really cool when you prep them. It's funny because when you're in Florida and you find a fossil in matrix, you want to leave the matrix on because it's so much more uncommon. Whereas in Montana, you want to get as much matrix off as you can, just because there's always matrix. That is a very pretty little calico scallop. I think I will keep that one. Yeah, there's a ton of quahogs in here. The big whelk I found is a lightning whelk, which actually feed mostly on bivalve. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's I can already see it's broken, but that was a big whelk. That's cool. But yeah, you will see the evidence of lightning whelks all over these islands because there's just empty quahog shells everywhere. All right, we're up to the next island and I'm already seeing what I was telling you guys about. See, got a very weathered whelk in this piece of coquina. Yeah, see how red it is? Yeah, look at that. I'm not gonna keep it. I just want to show you guys the size of that whelk poking out of there. That is so cool. Okay, I might actually keep this one because that's, oh yeah, that's a complete whelk in matrix. Yeah, I'm gonna set it by the bucket. I might keep that one because that one might be really cool after we prep it. And it's a little weathered, but it might clean up as a little moon snail. No freaking way, you guys. I was sure that was gonna be occupied, but it is actually not. That is awesome. You maybe find one keeper whelk out of every like 200 you pass. That is exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. That's a good one. Every time without fail I'm out on these islands, I always keep whatever garbage I find. Up to the next island and I'm already seeing a good amount of bone in these rocks. But I just saw this, which, yep, that's some bone right there. Very nice. I don't know what it is, but we'll prep it and find out. Well, this is frustrating. Definitely not keeping this. This is a rock way too big for me to want to keep. But that there be a horse tooth sitting in matrix. That is really cool. But again, that rock is too big to justify keeping it for that one tooth. Oh, nice. That'll clean up really well.
I found this.
That is a lightning whelk. That is a pear whelk. There's a nice little chunk of bone. There's got to be one tooth somewhere around here, like a bison or a horse or a camel. This friendly little bird, little limpkin, just let me hang out with him. Oh, your friends are going. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye, friend. I don't know if they're gonna show in the water very well, but there are cone jellies. Oh, hey, a flounder just went by me. That's awesome. There are cone jellies all over. Yeah, there's another one. Fun fact about cone jellies, they are cnidarians, but are not jellyfish. So you are actually, feels weird and wrong, but you can actually safely pick them up and they won't sting, because that just ain't how they do. Well, I didn't get another tooth, but I did get another lightning whelk, so that's something. This is really cool. I checked it to make sure it was empty first. This weird looking thing right here is a lightning whelk egg case. So from this thing actually. each one of these little discs will be filled with like 30 to 100 little tiny baby whelks. And because they're highly cannibal, whichever ones hatch first will eat the other ones. So yeah, I just checked it to make sure it's empty, and yeah, it's like 1 or 2 that didn't make it out, but pretty much empty. That is really cool. So I don't know if this is all bone or if it just has a little bit of bone in there, but that is definitely bone. All right, I think I'm about to the end of this island, at which point we are calling it a day. Alrighty guys, that is gonna do it for this one. So I am gonna head back to the shop where I will clean everything off, and we're gonna do some prepping. Those shells need to get prepped. I have a beautiful coquina with a beautiful whelk inside of it that needs to get prepped. So I'll see you all back at the shop where it is like 60 degrees colder. All right, we're back to the shop. So I have some fossils that I want to prep, but they're not here yet. They are still in transit. That being said, I do have one thing that I did want to prep today. It was a gift from Derek, and I'm very excited to see what it's going to look like. So let's just take a look at it while we wait. So Derek gave me a few things that we're going to prep. This is one that, because I figured since we found whelks, and I'm going to be prepping a coquina whelk, we might as well prep this in this video, because I need to prep it anyway. Beautiful calcite whelk. There's just one downside. Oh my gosh, I'm going to turn that vibratory lap off in just a second, I promise. It's covered in matrix. He kept this one for me specifically because he knows that I love prepping them, and it's covered in matrix. So I am really excited to see what this is going to look like. My goal is to get it down to the shell. Maybe even find some more calcified shells in here. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, I'm excited. That's going to be crazy nice. See that little blade of something covered in calcite in there? That is so cool. All right, let's get to work. And it is done, and it came out so much nicer than I was expecting. Like, oh my gosh, that is phenomenal. Wow, look at the detail. This is why I love the air abrasion. If you pair it with the scribe, the results you get are just, oh, they're insane. Look at that detail we got on the overlap of the whorl. That is crazy. And all of the folds in the patterning, it's just crazy. It's so nice. Like, that's a cool fossil by itself. And then you roll it over and see all of that in there, and then yeah, that's special. That's real special. Man, yeah, I'm happy with that one. That one came out better than I could have hoped for. Look at the sparkle in there. Worth doing a little extra time on that one, because that's yeah. You're not gonna find whelks a whole lot better than that. That is amazing. And it's the next day, and my boxes have arrived. So now that we've prepped one whelk, let's go prep another whelk, except a different age and inside coquina. This one will not have calcite. It's just a fossil whelk, but that I am excited to see what that's gonna look like. That is really cool. All right, that one is done, and here it is. That is awesome. I wanted to leave it embedded, just expose it all the way, and yeah, I am very, very, very happy with this. That is so freaking cool. I didn't want to go any farther because if you look, there's a hole here, and as I was starting to get over here, there's another hole right there, which means this probably isn't actually a complete whelk. So if we leave it right where it is, it's looking real good. If we expose too much of that backside, really all we're doing is exposing the holes that are already within the shell. So I made the decision to just stop right here because it looks so cool and it stands up so nicely. Beautiful whelk. in matrix inside of coquina. Like, that is just awesome. You see coquina like this all over Florida, just filled with those little clam shells and coquina shells, but finding one with a whelk that size in there, it's just crazy. It's freaking awesome. And since we are currently working on whelks, we went from calcite whelk to coquina whelk. I think it is now the logical next step would be modern whelk, specifically these ones. So we've got 3 moon snails and 4 lightning whelks. Well, 5, because I'm going to do the big one too. But we need to clean them, and the best way to clean them to reclaim color is muriatic acid. So we will mix up a solution of 1 part muriatic to 3 parts water, and then 1 that's just water. Take our shell, dip it in for like, I'd say 5 to 10 seconds, rinse it off in the clean water, and it's done. And it will make so much more color come back than we would get if we just simply washed them. And as you can see, now they are way freaking more colorful. This one was a little far gone to begin with, but yeah, everything else colored up great. Also, they are dry. That is just their natural sheen coming back, which is awesome. I did have one more that I wanted to clean with using muriatic acid, and that is the big one. So, I'm gonna do that. Remember what this looks like. I will be back momentarily. Here's before, and here is after. So you can see, we reclaimed quite a bit of color on that. Fortunately, it's still pretty weathered just because it was, you know, buried, getting degraded by the salts for all that time. But look at that natural sheen we got. I'm shocked at how much color came back. Usually the bigger ones don't have as much color. They get fairly bleached as they age, but I can be very happy with that. That's a beautiful whelk. Heck yes, and it has been probably like 3 years since I got a nice big whelk like this. We find them in this size range fairly regularly, but I haven't gotten a good big complete lightning whelk like that in quite some time. So there you have it. We have calcite whelk right here. We have coquina whelk, and we have modern whelk. I love them. I love them so much. They're one of my favorite things in the whole world. Here are our best fossil finds. Well, bone fossil, which I don't know what this is. It's weird. My guess would be tooth. I need to send pictures to Derek to see what he thinks, because it might also just be like a cluster of different fossils, because it looks like this one up here is not connected to the rest of it, so there could have just been like a cluster of bone in matrix, but that looks fairly toothy to me. He said question mark. I'm actually not sure, but yeah, I think once it gets prepped out a bit, I'll be able to tell a little better. Also found this, which I don't know what this is. My immediate guess would be antler, which we have found there before. Not like a complete antler, but like the base section of a Pleistocene deer antler, which is crazy, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. It looks really, really similar, and it's really, really dense on the inside. Look at that, it's almost like silicified. That is crazy. And then these two were definitely the best ones. I think what this is a foot bone. I don't know where in the foot, but I believe this is a foot bone. And I say that because it was found literally a foot away from this right here, which was our first good one of the day. Probably our best fossil of the day, frankly. And Derek said that this was a horse toe bone. So Ice Age horse toe bone, which is crazy. But these were found so close together that I almost guarantee that they're associated, because they were right next to each other. They look very, very similar. So I'm not sure. I'll send a picture of this one to Derek to see what he thinks, but I think this is a foot bone. I 100% confirm that this is a horse toe bone. There's not really a whole lot of places in the world. I mean, even in Florida, there's not many places where you can find modern shells, fossil shells, and ice age fossils all in the same spot. Like, it's just crazy. It's such a special spot. We will definitely be going back next time. So yeah, hopefully we can find some more awesome stuffs, because I love that place. It is just special. Alrighty guys, well, that's gonna do it for this one. That is just one of my favorite places in Florida. It is so freaking special. There's just such a huge variety of stuff that you can find on those islands, and it's just amazing. Beautiful Pleistocene fossils, shells in matrix and coquina. Big shells. I mean, just shells is one thing. You find shells in coquina, I mean, you know, by definition. When you find big whelks and coquina, that's exciting. Finding ice age fossils in matrix also is crazy uncommon, because usually they're all removed. like when you're in the river screening, they're all long time have been out of matrix. So finding them still seated in matrix is freaking awesome. And you know, I love shells. I'm a huge advocate for shells because they're amazing. So getting to find all the fossils, and there's actual modern shells scattered throughout. It's the coolest place. I love it so much. That, and it was 2 degrees when we left Montana, and that day it was 80 degrees, so it's hard to beat. Let me know which find was your favorite. This is hunt 2 of 3 of our trip to Florida, so look forward to one more to go after this. If you have not seen the other one, I'll have a link somewhere, either in the description or in the end card on this side, or here, I don't remember. But yeah guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.